give you,
the x does not equal like uh yeah, the two, but yeah. We have done that, yeah.
yes, you have to do that first. If you don't, on the test or quiz, you will get the one that is the exception. Guaranteed your teacher will do that because that's the kind of teacher she is. She's a good teacher, but teaches tests to the exceptions, which is a little challenging. Students learning this first. Uh, when you foil, yeah, that's why you've been learning all this stuff really fast. And when you subtract, you're subtracting everything. So I recommend putting it in parentheses. So 6x plus 5, like that. And then you're going to cancel some stuff, right? So you got x squared plus 5x plus 6 minus x squared minus 6x minus 5. Those go away. You have negative x, negative 1x plus 1 equals kx plus p. And so you can just match up to them. Does that make sense to you?
I think that's what I did too.
So you should get k equals 1 equals 1.
Yeah, I think the ones I was specifically confused about was the one kind of I guess right below that one,
Top right.
uh
Okay.
yeah,
Bottom left.
bottom left, that one,
All right, let's take a look.
and then top right kind of, yeah, like the, and then yeah, kind of, yeah, those two specific, but yeah.
There's writing in these, so and you want to give yourself a little bit of a space. And you gotta identify the thing that's missing there. So this yeah, this one's missing an x minus 4. This one's missing a 1, x minus 1, like that equals, and then we'll get. So my internet may be unstable, and that's happened yesterday about the time. As soon as people are coming home from school, we're gonna foil. All right. So let's foil the top here. 2x squared minus x minus 1 minus parentheses x squared minus plus. Most of your issues are coming from foiling. Okay, so now we distribute negative in, negative x squared plus 7x minus 12x. You distribute it to everything. It's not a choice. And you just combine like terms. So 2x goes with minus x squared, minus x goes with 7x, that's 6x, minus 1 minus 12 is minus 13. You could get a problem where they ask you for the letter of x squared, but here you've got a equals 6, and then negative 13 equals p. These are SAT style questions also, by the way. These are the kinds of things you'll see in the harder version of it.
Got it. Okay, so yeah, yeah, that makes sense now how to do it. Yeah, I think I might have made a
Yeah,
mistake at like this, the course solving part of it, because I didn't get the one at the x squared plus 6x minus 13 part. I think I made a mistake earlier than that, like up there maybe during the flow or something like that. But
okay.
yeah, I think I not understand.
Yeah, so let's look at the one in the lower right here. This one's got a lot more challenge to it. So a couple of things is that you're gonna have to you tend to do a lot of factoring, a lot of foiling. It's x squared minus 9 is really x minus 3, x plus 3. Nice thing is that matches this one over here, which is what we're always trying to go towards. middle one here is really -1 times x minus 3. So whenever you see it and it's kind of backwards, not all, check the sign. Like if you distribute the negative in, you do get -x plus 3, which is rewritten as x. The reason we want it in this order is because it's got to match up with all the other x minus 3s and the x plus 3s. So this, you'll see this is very common in your part of the course. Now this negative out in front is going to pair with this negative here. It's going to make a plus net result. Is that okay?
Yeah.
All right. So a little bit of rewriting here. These really tend to be very big problems. I mean, your teacher doesn't give you much room in the test. You may need an extra sheet of paper here, but it's x over x plus 3 plus 5 over x minus 3. And again, that negative is gone on the bottom because it's paired with the subtraction operator. Plus 4 over x minus 3, x plus 3. So you'll notice I leave these with space because that's what we're going to add in, with the missing terms. Like this one's missing an x minus 3, first one. The middle one is missing an x plus 3, like that. Is this one missing anything?
Dealing with it. No, it's not missing anything.
It's not. So you don't have to do anything with that. It's okay not to do anything. So again, now you just look at the top. X times
Got
x
it. So
minus 3.
once it's the common denominator, you can just care about the top and then add in the denominator after.
Exactly.
Got it.
All right. So why don't you see if you can solve this for K and P from here? And let me know what you come
Okay,
up with.
so I got K equals 2 and P is 19.
Okay, so we got x squared minus 3x plus 5x plus 15 plus 4. Agree with your result there. Very good.
Yeah, so I got x squared plus 2x plus 19. Yeah, the final version. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so now today we did complex fractions. So let me put in these two first ones. We can just work on these two now. So this isn't the complex fraction, still it's still a rational operation 7.1, but yeah, this is the the complex fraction
Okay.
slash not these are in the complex fractions, but we did multiplying, dividing, and then complex fractions today. So showing the multiplying ones. Then we can do in the dividing and then complex fraction.
Got it here. Yeah. So let me start with B. Dividing is really the same as multiplying. Just flip it. So don't let that. You do have to factor everything. And one of the things I recommend doing is trying to factor it above and below, above and below. These get really, really bad as far as that. So as a review on your factoring, you look for GCFs, like this bottom one down lower right has a GCF. This lower left one is a difference of squares, and the top right is a equals 1. Two numbers that multiplied 8 bad to -6. The top left is kind of a guessing check. I'm mostly interested that you can factor top left, top, top left, bottom left, and bottom right. The top right, I'll give you that one. The other ones, why don't you give that a try as far as your factoring? Or if you have questions, let me know, especially on this top left. That might be the most
All
foreign.
right,
foreign one to you.
so let's see. Start off at the top left. X squared minus x minus. Wait, couldn't you just take out the 2
On which one? The top
on the
left?
top left? Yeah.
Yeah, so the top left, the process uh is you actually multiply the first and the last. So I'm gonna do that there. It's 2 times -10 is -20. And then you look for two numbers that add up to -1. So you end up getting 2x squared, ends up being -5 and 4. So plus 4x minus 5x minus 10. And then you do uh, uh,
Oh yeah, right. I think we did this in an earlier chapter.
I'm happy to keep working through it, or do you feel like you have it from there?
I think I have it. So wait, wouldn't it be then 2 plus 4 then x minus 5?
This factors into 2x. Well, maybe it's the
Oh,
correct way. So it's 2x and then x plus 2, x plus 2 minus 5, 2x minus 5 times x plus 2. Now,
got it.
an important thing here is that I would have, now that when you do more of these, you'll learn to do this one last, because typically you're going to cancel something, so you kind of know what to look for, which makes it almost better to do guess and check here. But since we didn't do that, it's okay. X plus 2. All right. Lower left here, what does that become?
X plus 4, x minus 4.
Yeah, x minus 4, x plus 4, difference of square is good. And then lower right,
That would become, let's see, you took out the um, 4, then you would get, so you take out 4x, and then becomes 2x minus 5.
yeah, that might have been an indicator that, hey, try 2x up here with the guess and check approach. And the other thing is, that a note here is that I'm crossing them out. You don't want to get distracted by this. And then you just cross out stuff that matches. It's the same. So x minus 4, 2x minus 5, 2x minus. Okay, from here, you may have to ask your instructor whether you should leave your answer in factored form or not. So
I think in
like factored
class she
form
said that we
is
had to leave it in factored form.
okay. Uh, so you're done. Totally done. So really, it's really just a review of your factoring.
Got it.
All right, so I'm gonna snip in A. Why don't you try A? The factoring, recommend factoring it again. You know, keep it above and below, or left or it's just somewhere where it's not down below. It'll be the kind of the exception working the problems we've always done. But give that a try. Let me know if you have any questions about factoring.
Wait, so you want to just factor it right now or solve it as
Yeah,
well?
I'd like you to yeah, you can go all the way. There's not really much for me to do as far as giving you any guidance. You already know what to do. So
All right. I got 2x.
just
After,
2x, nothing more.
yeah,
Okay, let me take a look here. So I get x minus 2, x plus 2, 6 times x plus 6. Those are canceled out. 2x, x minus 5, x minus 5, x minus 2. So I'm sorry, this is an x plus 2 down here.
yeah.
All
So
right.
then I canceled out uh that 2x minus 2 is one up. Yeah, I did that. And then I was left with, yeah, 2x.
What about the 6? Is it just
Oh, yeah, right. There's the 6. So it'd be 2x over 6.
which reduces to
233, 1x over 3. Or, yeah,
is
x
the
over 3.
leading thing that leave out. So really take a somehow you're gonna have to look for stuff that
All right.
What else? What
So
else would you
the
like us to look at today?
let me go back to the oh yeah so here. All right, let's try this one. So this one, it basically just says write each fraction in the lowest terms, state the domain of x. That's like the
Okay.
instructions for it, because it's not in the screenshot. So here's the problem. It's one of the complex fractions.
I guess. Yeah. All right. So let me like here's I visualize this, and this the closer you get to this, the better. That way you're able to sort of move through these quickly. You're gonna really have time. This is not beyond your abilities. It's just very, very hard to do it quickly in most cases. So like I would practice writing those as fractions. You can just do that on the left by putting them over one, over one. They don't align great, but that's fine. Then you got to know how to make a combinator, right? So on the like lower right here, it's x minus 4, x minus 4. I guess you got to show, if you didn't have to show work, I would tell you not to write that and just to write the result. Sorry, my internet appears to be unstable. You write, the better, but you're right. All this stuff. You just pick the top. The bottom is 5 minus 6 times x minus 4. So from here, you have to recognize that if the bottoms are the same, they cancel. And then you rewrite your fraction here with 2x minus 3 over 5 minus 6x plus 24. And then you can go 2x minus 11 over minus 6x plus 29. Something like that.
Got it.
There's a couple of fractions that we might want to like talk about, like which is like it's a over b over c over b, which is what we just said. Here comes a over c. That's when the bottoms are the same. You can also get a situation where the tops are the same.
What if
This becomes
both
c over
are,
b.
what if both of them are different?
So that's what you've actually been doing with a b over c over d. It ends up becoming a times d over b.
Got it.
And that's kind of what, so these are like, but um, I like them, but your teacher will see like all this minimal work and want to see a little more, but see, it's a lot of writing to work through.
Got it.
Going
'Cause I
through
think
it.
today the most confusing part was the complex fractions, but I think I get it now. There is one word that I see here that's a little bit interesting. It's A.
Okay.
Let me put it in the chat.
So
All right. Here it is. Number A.
this, grab a snip of the, all right. So when I look at a problem like this, my focus goes immediately to the part, right? 1 over 1 plus 1 over x plus 3. that's, and like, we gotta figure out what that is. Okay, so then, you know by now that you're probably becomes x plus 3 plus 1 over x plus 3, which becomes x plus 4 over x 3. Okay, so that's just this part in blue. Now
Oh
the next
wait,
thing
so
is
do
kind of
you
like,
wait, so do you solve that part and then you put it underneath the one and then you
exactly, and
solve it,
that's where I'm
or
going, is that when you have a 1 over an a over b, this becomes b over a. So what you get 1 plus 1 over x plus 4 over x plus 3. So you flip it, becomes 1 plus x plus 3 over x plus 4. So these are like little the notes here. Those lots and lots of time.
oh yeah, then the one over it's basically 1/1, but
Yeah. And there's another one. There's like 1 over
it,
a becomes a. It's also a good one. But you can generalize it. Okay, like let's say it's k, maybe it's k times a. There's lots of little things there that help you to shortcut this. So now this right here is, I'm gonna do it in green. This is actually what we started with. It's really 1 over 1 plus 3 over x plus 4. Multiply the top and bottom. So you get x 3 over x plus 4. And your final answer is 2x plus 7 over x plus 4.
got it.
All right, what else do you have for us to look at today?
All right. This is another complex fraction. There be
All right. Really, it's like two problems in one. It's like figure out what the top is, figure out what the bottom is. Why is my snipping tool? There it is. Okay. All right. So it's really like do stuff with the top, do stuff with the bottom. Actually, let me re-snip the something like that. Um, so I tend to work these horizontally. And I wouldn't mention that it's like you just figure the top comes. So the top becomes x minus 2 or x minus 2, x plus 2, x minus 2 plus 1, x plus 2 over x minus 2, x plus 2. That's making the common denominator there. And I would just work on the top until you got it down to something simplified.
so basically
So
the
you can,
idea is that you're always trying to make it back to that one area where it's one fraction over another fraction. Generally,
yes,
with
well
all of these,
said.
you're trying to
Yes,
like
exactly.
consolidate it so at the end or right when you start to solve, like actually solve it after you're done solving both the parts, you want to bring it to like
Yeah.
one fraction over another fraction, like how we were doing like a couple minutes ago. Got it. So then now you're just
All right.
working on
So
the
this
so
is
you're just working on the
this
top, but then after that you'll work on the bottom, and then You'll have both the
Yep.
fractions to do it the regular way.
Yeah, so why don't you work on the bottom there? It's a little more complicated, but it's nothing beyond what we've been doing here. So why don't you try that pair here at the end?
Wait, wouldn't it be 1 over x squared minus 4 and minus 1 x minus 2 over x squared minus 4?
Are you talking about the bottom?
Yeah, the bottom equation, the 1 over x squared minus
So on
4
the right, you're
minus 1
missing
over, because you're multiplying
minus
x
two.
minus 2. Because you're multiplying x minus 2 on the top and the bottom of that second. Yeah, there.
Just on this one, the one stays the same.
Yeah, that one would still stay the same, but the other one, the 1 over x plus 2, that's the, yeah,
Yeah,
like that, yeah. And then, if since you're
here.
subtracting, you would, so it's 1 minus x, 1 times 1 minus x minus 2, which would be x minus 1 over x minus 2 times x plus 2.
You got some sign errors there. Take a little more. That one
Wait,
minus
so wait, there's a
parentheses
minus
here.
s side, so minus 1 becomes negative x plus 1 or 1 minus x.
So I'm getting one minus x plus three, plus two, sorry, plus two, which becomes negative x three to both.
Oh yeah, because the
By
2
in
isn't negative,
parentheses.
the 2 becomes positive. Yeah, right, yeah, right, yeah. The 2 becomes positive because of the outside negative.
Yes, yes. And then from there, bottoms are the same. So you cancel those out. If they're in different order, commutative doesn't matter.
So 2x over negative x plus 3. So once you get both the denominators to the same thing, then you can cancel them out. Hello, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Do you have a final answer? Sorry, I was just
Oh,
didn't know if you had
uh,
questions.
yeah, yeah, that's what I was about to say. Yeah. All right. So, mm, go ahead and do F just have one example with this types of any other gravity question. I'm just refer back to this. Yeah, let's go ahead and do F.
Okay, so in this type of problem, you'll want to factor. I'm sorry, before you do that, actually, let me stress how to do this. If, as you remember, we did this earlier, A divided by B over C over D becomes A times D over B times C. Basically, you're going, I wrote everything in parentheses just for making it look right. So you're taking the reciprocal of them. Now, this is exactly like one of the earlier problems we were doing. Fact, the one on the bottom here becomes the flip. Bottom goes to top, top goes to the bottom. Clear. All right, so what I'd like you to do is to try to factor this. You can cancel if you want.
right. X plus 6, X plus 2, X plus 4, X minus 1, 10, X times X minus 2. Yeah, I think we got the same factors here.
Right, and not there's no guarantee that everything is going to cancel. So don't be, disappointed if because it like in this one only those cancel, which but that's just the way the teacher, you know, went at it on this one. So 4x minus 4, x plus 4, x plus 6, 10x, x minus 2. Slight preference to put the single nomials in front, but not necessary. Now the 4 and the 10 do cancel. So it becomes 2 and 5. All right, any question for today?
Not really. I think I got my questions answered.
Excellent. All right, so we're